continue.
It is.
Go towards it. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away.
Focus. Where are they? Where are you?
Run! Run now! Ah! What should I do? You came through the wrong door.
Where's your sword? To defend yourself. You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where are we? I'm not safe.
You're dying.
You're lost.
You're dying. This is what death feels like. Where are you?
The light.
Go towards it.
Focus.
One more to find. One more.
One doesn't.
Find the other symbol. We're lost. Where is he? You've got them. Where's the door? Find a way to find him.
Get out. Run.
Run.
Let him look at you.
Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
I can't find you.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
You've done it. You did it. The warrior trials. Go get the sword. You did it for the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillian was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillian's clan.
Go back. It's not safe.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
No. He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Darian?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us! You have blood on your hands!
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Hold it! Hold the heavy strike! Hold it! Hold your heavy strike! Unleash the sword!
She can't remember. She focus.
The mirror. Focus is coming back.
Do it. She's hurt. There's blood. Focus. No. There's nowhere to run to. There's no.
The sea of corpses. The corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
She's lost.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? Everyone's brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on your father, Zinbel, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
You're stronger than you. Focus now. Don't give up. End it now. This is nearly the end. Who is it? Galena.
Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua?
It's
Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
Darkness took her life, and it will take yours. It's taking you further and further into it. Surrender to the darkness. Darkness is here.
Mother! I need you! Help me!
You're dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved mother was powerless against the darkness when it came for her. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. escape the illusion. Now she gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her? Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he will thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
You're both dead. You both surrendered. The darkness has taken you, Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua. You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua. Look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help, a little hope.
Into the mountain.
Can you see it?
Shall we tell her where to go?
It's not far. Go on, look up. Just up there. Listen to us. That's it.
Shall we tell her where to go?
Shall we?
Does she know which way to look? Does she know her way into the mountain?
She's a good girl. Oh, isn't she? Look up. So clever. Did you miss us?
There's a door.
You can do it.
You can see it.
Come on, Senua.
Go away. I'm not listening.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father and took the gold all for himself. Fafnir hid the treasure out on a heath and could not leave it. And from the evil in his heart, he turned.
She can feel it.
No.
Don't open the door.
Don't go in. Don't.
Turn back. Turn back. It's too dangerous.
A great beast guards Helheim. Garm is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stink. What are you afraid of, Senua? How will you save Dillion if you are too much of a coward to step into the shadows?
They can't stop me.
Then do it! The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here. Don't be fooled. The beast is still here.
Who is it? Something there. It's the beast.
No,
No, it's not.
it's a trick.
She knows that voice. Does she? What is that voice?
Mother, do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua.
It's so loud.
It's not her.
So full of hate.
It's a trap.
I just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away, and he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now.
They always come back. He says I will die if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead.
No,
And they want me with them.
stop!
That's why they crawl through the walls.
Don't listen
Do you
to them.
see them? Do you see their faces? He's coming! Senua! Help me! Help! Get me out of here! Don't go! Where has she gone? She's disappeared again.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started. When her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill
No, it's not.
of fear.
She hasn't got much time.
I don't talk much about her father,
She's too slow.
Sinbel.
It's not going to burn out.
The darkness
I
will come
suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her. But it doesn't matter now, does it?
hidden in plain sight. She has it.
Too more to fight. Why are you doing
These pointless
It's time. This is meaningless. Others, what have you got? There's nothing behind the door. Save Dillian. This is just another trial. Just another trick. Just to distract her from her real mission. No, but you don't. Your mother is true. You don't know anything, or is she? And Dillian is dead. Save Dillian. The light was. She can sense it. What's she doing? She's lighting the torch. It's not gonna help her. She's lighting the light keeps you safe. To keep the darkness. Do you think you can depend? Get up quick! It's not her! You can do it! You're close! Focus. Must He's gone! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She did it. You can't go anywhere without your light. Take the torch and move. Blood.
She has it.
She did it. She's done it.
Well done.
This place. It reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through as a young girl. Imprisoned in her room at night. The faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zinbel, could see the monster in her.
She has to
Keep going. She'll have to go under.
She can't.
She has to.
She can't.
I told you to go out.
Don't. Go out. She can't do it. She can't do it.
The light's gone out. Run! Get through it as quick as you can. The panic is Okay, run. Run and get some light to get to the light. Stop.
feel it? The beast is crawling into your mind, searching for weakness. It found your mother and used her to trap you in here.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
Rain the dwarf's sole desire is to possess this dragon's accursed treasure, and he uses Sigurd to reclaim it. He tells Sigurd the story of Fafnir's gold, and the good-hearted hero promises to slay the dragon if Rain would forge a strong sword for him. Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin. Odin broke the sword to bring about Sigmund's death, but Sigurd's mother...
It's a trap. The beast is coming. How stupid can you be?
Sigurd uses the sword first to avenge his father, and then he and Rain go in search of Fafnir.
What have you done?
No!
You've lost him! It's over!
The darkness is back. You've lost him. You've lost him out. Get out! Get to the light!
Without his head, you will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed. Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father Zindo while you pined for Dillion. Do you remember that darkness, Senua? The beast is bringing it back.
Mother, why did you leave me? This darkness, it's spreading. Father's keeping me away from the others. Away from Dillion. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Dillion.
The beast is down there.
No. She knows the beast is down there. She'll be going towards him. He's always watching you. He's there. You're never safe from him.
You can feel him.
Be careful. She needs to find him. She needs to find it. She lost it and she has to find it. Leave the torch alight. Your eyes up. You're never going to find it.
it's from out. She'll die. She has to do it. Her father tried to help her.
She'll die. But she wouldn't listen.
She has his best. She never,
He was trying to save her from the dark.
the lights in the lights run out.
The dark Zinfel was trying
And
to
she'll
save
die.
her from the dark. But she wouldn't listen.
Never choose it.
And now
Because of her. It's all her fault. All her fault. Weak. She should have known. She should have known.
why doesn't she learn?
The dragon Fafnir is so large and deadly that it would be impossible to kill him face to face. But each day, Fafnir crawls across the heath to find water. So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait in it. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who loved it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man would want to be wealthy until that day. And he takes the treasure.
She'll be safe. What's her plan? What's she thinking? She's going to get there.
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rain wants to keep Fafnir's gold all for himself. Rain also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him. Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby.
Get up! What are you doing? Quick! Stop! Stop! You guys, don't get in the nose. Quick! Faster! Faster! Keep going! Keep going!
Can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest.
Come back to me. Come back. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Come back to me, Senua.
I'm coming for you.
Follow my voice.
I'm coming.
Come back.
Dillian, I see you.
The beast has Dillian.
No! You're not taking it from me.
I warn you, Senua. I can smell your
No!
betrayed your god.
I am leaving with him.
You turned your back on me. That is why Dillian will rot in hell. Come into my shadow.
She's so weak, they can
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness, or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul, even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shadow. Listen.
But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. Without it, I fear that those who slumber, all the this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
And take me to the mountains, as deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
She doesn't want to tell. She has nothing. She has nothing. She's come this far. She wants to go forward. She wants this to be it. She wants to save Dillian's soul. She must listen to the shadow. Going, Senua. Just keep going. It's too dangerous to just lie down. Destruction is the end. You can't hide. Close your eyes.
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillian. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
She'll do it again. How will she do it?
There must be a
Somewhere
way.
you have to try.
She'll never make it.
She can see it.
The bridge.
She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before. You have to fight her.
She can't.
The final battle.
Get his soul back. It's the final task.
Yes, it is. She'll never make it.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
She can do it.
She can do it.
She can still see the secrets of the gods. She will think differently. So special. She must see. She has the sight. She can see their secrets.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok. Their watchmen will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail. Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then Mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
She finished him! You can do this. Focus. How will she do it? What will she do? How's she going to find his actual son? Where does Helen keep her sons? How will she get it? What will Helen want in return? She must bargain. No. She'll kill her. She cannot bargain with Helen. She's not strong enough to kill Helen. What does Helen want? No one can bargain with Helen. What does Helen want? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. Her soul's rotting. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give? A cursed soul. Of course she is, no